50 by Steph Curry. He put the team on his back. For those who didn't see, which I'm sure everyone did, Warriors did it. Game 7 by 20, 120 to 100. Steph Curry dropped 50, which is the most in a Game 7, which was held by Kevin Durant, even though weird, arbitrary stats like that are kind of weird to me. But it is cool. Played great. Played extremely great. Klay Thompson did not. Good Lord. I like Klay. I like the Warriors, but that was rough. That was bad. Pretty much everybody who wasn't Steph Curry had a bad game, except Kevon Looney, but Kevon Looney only takes dunks and layups and gets 20-plus rebounds 3 times in 7 games. So, But currently, I'm kind of eyeballing my phone here for notifications. Boston was up by either 1 or 2. Paul Reed, B-Ball Paul, was shooting free throws with less than a minute left when I started this video. So I'm watching for the ESPN notification for the end of the game there. James Harden's sitting on, I think, 42 or 44. Jason Tatum has like 37. That 7-game series is going to be great. Absolutely great. All my Celtics and Sixers fans are going to be happy. Basketball fans like me are also happy because it's going to be a good series. Lakers and Warriors. It's gonna be fun too. It's gonna be nice getting to see Steph and LeBron go against each other one more time. Not saying that they're gonna retire after this year or nothing, but they are getting older. Contract situations from both teams are definitely gonna limit what they are and are not able to do going forward. There's all the talk with LeBron wanting to go play wherever Bronny gets drafted. Draymond's wanting this big contract that I don't think he gets. So we'll see. But it's going to be nice having another series, with LeBron versus Steph. That's going to be fun. I'm going to give the edge to the Warriors because they're the defending champs. But who knows? They took them 7 to beat Sacramento. If the Lakers come out and if they for some reason have no answer for LeBron or AD, which they should be pretty well familiar with facing LeBron. They've only done it a lot. 4 straight finals between the two. A million times they faced LeBron. They should know how to not deal with LeBron, but they should be familiar with how LeBron plays. AD, I think Kevon Looney can not shut him down. No one can shut AD down except himself. But he'll do better than anybody on Memphis did. No offense to Memphis, but they did not really do anything to slow AD down in the least. So I think Warriors do a little bit better than that. But there's no telling. Game 1 for Phoenix and LA, the Clippers. Jesus Christ, Denver. I'm not even going to start this over. I will take that L. That was stupid. They played the Clippers in round 1. Now they're playing Denver. Jesus. Anyway, was not good. Was not good at all. We had no answer. None. If we can't work out some of those kinks, get on the same page, KD needs to be... I'm not going to say the focal point because he's 34 or something. And the focal point needs to be Devin Booker. But you have to actually incorporate KD in your offense other than sit in the corner until we throw you the ball so you can shoot a corner 3. I'm sorry. It's Kevin freaking Durant. You do not need to just sit and have him be a corner Kyle Korver shooter. What? They did the crazy thing is they didn't even play bad. They were shooting over 60% in the first half of Game 1. Game 2 is actually tonight after that Celtics and Sixers game. They were shooting over 60% in the first half, and they were still down double digits because they couldn't stop anyone. It was bad. bad. Jamal Murray is a stud, and Jokic is Jokic. I mean, even if he isn't getting a ton of points, he's going to be doing a lot. He's going to orchestrate that entire Denver offense every single time down the floor. And tonight's going to be very important. If we can't at least steal one on the road, I don't think we win this. I just definitely don't. Which sucks, because obviously, like I've said, I'm a KD fan. All my friends know I'm a KD fan. It's not new. But I don't think this is going to be the year. I think having a full year in Phoenix will help. So I think next year on will be better. Maybe they can take a look in the mirror and do something with DeAndre Ayton. I'm sorry. DeAndre Ayton. What is it I've seen on Reddit the past few days? DeAndre ain't him. Like, dude plays... He shouldn't. Oh, there's the notification. Ooh, 76ers beat the Celtics 119-115. James Harden finished with 45. Whew. Great game. 7-game series of this is going to be awesome. But yeah. So what was I saying? DeAndre Ayton. Wow. What a non-factor. And that hurts for someone you just gave as much money as you just gave to him. So if we lose this series, something's going to have to be done about DeAndre Ayton. You have to take a look in the mirror. You have to say, is this really the center going forward? Is this our future cornerstone? And it sucks because he's from Arizona, played for University of Arizona. Suns get the first pick. What do? You're going to pick him. You have to. It's the most serendipitous thing there is. But he's just... he's not that... He's good. He just doesn't play aggressive enough, I think is a good way of saying it. He doesn't assert himself like a big man should. A big man should have a presence, whether it's in the paint, kind of in the mid-range, sort of on the perimeter, looking at you, Karl Anthony Towns. He doesn't. He just doesn't. He does not assert himself. He doesn't establish, like, big man dominance. He is a walking, just silliness. Like, I don't get it. And if we lose to Denver, which I'm not torn up if we lose to Denver, because Denver's extremely good. Denver, if KD was on the Suns, Denver would be my pick to go to the finals. I still say whoever comes out of the East wins it all. I will still stand by that. But I also think that DeAndre Ayton has to go. If the Suns are planning on doing anything with real championship aspirations. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. The last series, Knicks and Heat. It's going to be an interesting one too because Jimmy rolled his ankle. So we will see if he's even available for game 2 because all the reports have said that it was like the size of a baseball. And that's not good for when you're playing basketball. Fun fact. But they took care of business. Miami did. Kyle Lowry took over when Jimmy went down. So we'll just have to see. But it is crazy to me that one of either the Knicks or the Heat are going to make the conference finals, since Milwaukee's obviously out and was my pick to go to the final and win it all. But predictions are made to look horrible, so I'm not super torn up about that. But no, I think that's pretty sweet. The Knicks could go from not winning a first-round series since I think they said 2013, 2012, something like that, when they made it to the second round, to making the conference finals. Let's say they get on a streak when it matters, they could make the finals. What? That's nuts. It probably won't happen. I think whoever wins now out of Boston and Philadelphia is going to the finals and probably going to win it. Joel Embiid's status for Game 2 is still uncertain, but with the Sixers winning Game 1, if he needs to take more time, that gives him the freedom to do so. They were talking about I forget what the report called it. Platelet-rich plasma treatment, something for a sprain of that grade, and it takes 2 weeks from the injury. Again, 2 weeks would basically be the start-ish of game 2, or maybe the start of game 3. I forget which, but maybe them stealing game 1 just now will help give him more time to get good enough to come back and not be either hurt again, not healed, or a liability if he goes out there and is still hobbling around. So I think that's a great win for Philadelphia, 100%. I mean, without Joel Embiid, you go in and you beat the Sixers game 1. I'm pretty sure Celtics had home court too. And like I said, it was a duel. Last time I checked before I started this video, it's James Harden had 42. It said he finished with 45. At the time, Jason Tatum had 37. Also, it was interesting though, because when I looked, Jaylen Brown had only taken 10 shots for the whole game with a minute left in the fourth. That's weird. But when Jaylen is being... he needs to take more. Yeah, sure, Tatum was doing very good this game, but as the finals kind of show, I'm not going to rely on Jason Tatum. Nothing against Jason Tatum. This might be the year for him to redeem himself. He's playing really good so far this whole playoffs. To look at tonight, yeah, they lost, but he put up stupid numbers. He was 4-4 from 3 when I looked. So, there's no telling. Like to see what happens. Can't wait for the other game tonight. But, yep. So, Philadelphia stole game 1. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a really good series. Catch y'all later.